Hello everyone, my name is Jan and I work as Head of Research on the Lisk project. Today I'm very happy to share with you the research plans for 2022. Let's first see where we are right now. This year with the research team we were focusing on the Sapphire phase research topics. The main topic here was Lisk interoperability. As Max already mentioned, overall this year we published 25 Lisk improvement proposals. Those are specification documents that completely defined the interoperability solution and are the basis for the implementation. At this point, I also want to really thank the whole research team and everyone involved in the reviews and writing these proposals for the hard work that went into all these 25 improvement proposals. Now, next year is all about the diamond phase and the diamond phase research topics. At Lisk.js this year, I already announced 4 main research topics for the diamond phase. The main one being Lisk bridges, which is about building bridges to other platforms, because the main objective of the diamond phase is building bridges to other ecosystems. But then I also announced 3 other research topics: reducing the time to finality, generalizing the transaction fee system, and relayer incentivization. Today, I want to announce 2 additional research topics for the diamond phase. The first one is the reward sharing mechanism, and the second one, direct sidechain channels. For the remainder of my talk, I now want to go over these 6 research topics and give you an idea what we will be working on. For the first 4 ones, I just want to cover them very briefly. If you want to know more in detail about them, please check out the Lisk.js talk, where we provide quite a bit more detail on them. So the first one is Lisk bridges, which is the most important research topic of the diamond phase. And this topic is about building bridges from the Lisk platform to other platforms. And this way, Lisk users will benefit from tokens and functionality of other ecosystems and vice versa. So imagine you can use ERC20 tokens in Lisk, for example. Then the other 3 research topics that were already announced at Lisk.js. The first one was about reducing the time to finality. So the goal here is to reduce the time to finality to just at most 20 seconds, because this will enable a lot faster interoperability. As you maybe know, currently on Lisk mainnet, it takes around 20 seconds in expectation until a block is finalized from the time it has been generated. So with this research topic, we really want to bring down this time to finality drastically and thereby facilitate a lot faster interoperability. Then secondly, we announced the relayer incentivization. So this is about incentivizing information relay between different blockchains in the Lisk ecosystem. So relayers will be the entities that facilitate interoperability because they are the ones that take information that is sent by one blockchain and send it or insert it with the transaction into another blockchain. And here the goal is to develop a good and fair incentivization mechanism for these relayers. And then thirdly, we want to work on generalizing the transaction fee system. So currently, transaction fees are based on the byte size of transactions. And here we want to develop a more flexible transaction system, which also allows to define transaction fees based on the computation cost or the storage space that is required for processing the transactions. So these were all the topics that were already announced at Lisk.js. Now I want to come to the two new research topics. The first one is the reward sharing mechanism. So currently on Lisk mainnet, we have the delegates that can generate new blocks, and for their work they receive block rewards, 1 Lisk per block. And then the delegates, or some delegates, choose to share some of these rewards with their voters. And they do this manually by sending a lot of transactions and thereby sending the shared rewards to their voters. And here, as part of this research objective, we now want to include in the protocol a way that these rewards are distributed automatically. So delegates will be able to define how many rewards they want to share, and then the reward distribution just happens automatically. This will have certain benefits for voters. So first of all, the rewards will be guaranteed. And then second of all, you can also easily compare which delegate shares how many rewards, because this information is now part of the blockchain. Then the second new research topic is about direct sidechain channels. So in Lisk's interoperability solution, every sidechain registers on the Lisk main chain, and then by default, all communication happens via the Lisk main chain. So if, for example, in this picture here, two sidechains send messages to each other, these messages will be relayed via the Lisk main chain. And the idea here behind this research objective is to also allow direct communication between different sidechains. And the key benefit here will be that you have faster interoperability, because this relay step is missing. The communication happens directly. And we also have higher scalability, because not all messages have to go via the Lisk main chain. And for many sidechains, they maybe don't even need this feature, because they don't have so much communication with just one other sidechain, but maybe just a bit of communication with every other sidechain in the ecosystem. But for certain use cases, in particular if two sidechains have a lot of communication between each other, this solution will offer a lot more flexibility and also just much faster and cheaper transactions between those two sidechains. And overall, this will make the Lisk interoperability solution a lot more powerful. So this is all from the research team for today. Thank you very much.